Very impromptu, but I suddenly felt inspired because I'm tired. I just read an article where it's talking about El Salvador and how, Central and South America are dealing with the Zika virus right now. And the government of El Salvador has been telling women to avoid pregnancy until 2018, but is not providing anything to help women avoid pregnancy. No birth control, no condoms, no nothing. And I constantly, as I'm getting older, I am completely baffled by a system that is telling women to control their body, to keep everything on lock, but never provides something to help. Never. It's our responsibility, and if we get pregnant, if a woman in El Salvador gets pregnant around this time, it's her own fault because she did not take care of herself the way that she needed to. Abortions are not allowed in El Salvador. So if you get pregnant during this Zika outbreak, you can't abort this pregnancy. And so what option do you have? What option do you have as a woman there? And that's not the only place. Like, I'm so tired because, like, even here in the United States with all of this Rush v, this man who's bringing back, men, and like they're getting so much ground taken away from them, and it's been being given to heterosexual men and women. It's just ridiculous because Rush v, this man that decided that he was going to have a meetup for all of these like-minded men, he's written books about how no means no until it means yes. And large businesses are selling this book. Anyone is capable of buying this book. And I don't understand why. I mean, I do understand because it makes everybody else money. So that's important for America. It doesn't necessarily matter what the book says, just as long as it's making a buck. But I just don't understand how big corporations can sell this book, and it's so easy to attain it, where a no means no until it means yes. I mean, where a man wrote a satirical article. Satirical, he claims. But when you read the article itself, there's no satire that you can truly pick up from it. Talking about how if rape were legal on private property, rape would somehow be eradicated. There would be no rape because women would then guard themselves and check their behavior and treat their bodies as they would treat their wallets, their cars, and any other personal possessions. How do I still live in this day and age? How does this still happen? Where we're not giving mothers maternity leave to be with their new babies. Like, how do I live in this world where we charge women so much for, I mean, makeup alone. You can spend at least $1 million in your lifetime over using makeup that society has told us as women we should probably be wearing if we want to be beautiful. Now, you can always argue that, yes, people, like, this is a new age, and you don't have to wear makeup to be beautiful, but there's a lot of pressure. There's so much pressure to do it, because I am told as a woman, if I'm not beautiful, what am I truly worth? Will people listen to you? People already don't listen to you because of you being a woman. But if you don't at least look beautiful, then there are even fewer people that are going to take the time to sit down and listen to what you have to say. I mean, at what age did I suddenly become sexualized? Because obviously there are laws in place where it's inappropriate to catcall someone underage. It's inappropriate to touch someone underage. But do I truly... I've had a gentleman tell me as I walked past that he would moan the breath out of me. And it's disgusting. And ironically enough, I have experienced more sexism here in Los Angeles than I ever did back home in Kansas. So what's that about? What does that mean? I'm so tired already, and I can't even imagine the women before me who have paved the way for my life to be more comfortable and have made it as wonderful as it already is. But I can't even imagine, like, I'm just 26, and a lot of women have lived their lives in subservitude because that's what they were told to do. Putting makeup on every day, wearing a fucking bra every day. Do you even know that bras are more of a fashion statement? Like, they're not... Our bodies are capable of keeping the weight up. And I understand, I'm a small girl. I don't have really big tits. But at the end of the day, your body is built to carry your boobs. And this is what my body looks like. So why, if I don't wear a bra, why must I be afraid of being sexualized? Because I am. And I love to not wear a bra. It's what my body looks like in a natural state. But why should I be scared? Why should I kind of have a twinge of awareness at every instance when I'm not wearing a bra to keep my nipples covered? To make sure that no one can see them through my shirt. Because the other irony of this is when you zoom in close enough to a nipple, male or female, you can't tell. You just can't tell. So why do we sexualize one and not the other? The reason is to take away our freedom. You tell me my nipple is sexual because you want to take away my freedom. You want to keep me as an object. That's what I am. I am a sexual being and only a sexual being. And that's not right. And we have a long way to go. I would love to just be free to not wear a bra and never be afraid to not wear a bra. But I can't see that happening for a really long time. Sure, I think that that's going to be the direction that I start taking because that is my natural body. But there will always be something in the back of my head that says, are you covering yourself well enough? Should that voice even be there? No, because I shouldn't have to cover myself. I'm all about, maintaining innocence and think of the children. But at the end of the day, did that child breastfeed? Yeah, you exposed them to a boob long before I did. And if it's going to be, and if we're truly going to take away this surprise nature that kind of goes along with seeing an exposed nipple, an exposed female nipple, then maybe we should just start not caring and start not desexualizing the female body. It is important for us to stop seeing women as sexual objects. Stop telling me what I need to do to look better. Stop telling me how to take care of my reproductive system. I'm the one that takes a pill to prevent me to get pregnant. What do men do? What are men expected to do? What are men expected to do to not be considered sexual? Surprisingly enough, it's the very opposite. Men have to try harder to be considered sexualized. And women, I'm sexualized starting out. And it's hard for me to be considered not sexualized. How do we live in this world? And I know I'm barely brushing on these topics, and I'm not really saying a whole lot, but why am I taxed for tampons? Why am I taxed for pads? Why do I have to pay for birth control? I shouldn't have to be doing any of this. Do you know how much more a woman has to pay in her daily life than a man does? Paying for makeup, paying for bras, paying for birth control, paying for tampons. I mean, a lot of this isn't just coincidental. So let's stop pretending that it is. I guess this isn't just, there's no true purpose to this email, but it's just like, this email, Jesus. This video. But I'm tired. I'm tired. And I'm a woman, and I don't deserve to be a sexual object, and I don't deserve to be treated like crap because I don't want to have a child. Not right now, because I wouldn't be able to give a child their best life right now. I wouldn't. So yes, I would choose no life for a child if I were pregnant. Because what kind of living is living with a parent who can't provide for you? That's not living, that's surviving. Anyway, I don't know. I just hope we can get better.